The last 5 clients I closed said yes before I made them an offer. Not because I'm special, not because I used some closing trick. There's a 4-number sequence called the combination method, and once you know it, selling stops feeling like selling. Here's the uncomfortable truth about sales calls. By the time someone gets on the phone with you, the decision has already been made. They just haven't admitted it yet. Their brain has already sorted you into one of 2 different buckets. Either this person knows what they're doing, or this is another pitch I'm just gonna have to politely sit through. And once you're in that second bucket, the vault does not open. I learned this the hard way. For years, I did everything I was told to. I had the perfect script, I had the perfect offer, I had the perfect close. I'd prepare, I'd rehearse, I'd show up ready to go. And yet, almost every call started the exact same way. They'd say, "So, what exactly do you do?" That question is a signal. It means that they showed up cold, skeptical, starting from 0. And once you're there, no amount of smooth talking saves you. It was exhausting, and it didn't work, which are 2 of my least favorite things. But then, something changed. I started studying what the top performers were actually doing across hundreds of calls and all of the different teams that I was advising, and I noticed a pattern. The top performers weren't necessarily better closers. They weren't smoother talkers. They didn't have secret scripts. They just controlled what happened before the pitch. By the time the call started, the prospect was already leaning in, already trusting, already halfway to yes. Now, at first I thought that this was just confidence or charisma, something that you either have or you don't. But then I saw the exact same pattern with introverts, with people who hated sales, with people who thought that they had no natural talent. I'm talking the same markets, the same price points, presented in pretty much the exact same way. But they knew the combination, and I didn't. So I built it. 4 numbers in a very specific order. And once you see it, you'll understand exactly why your calls keep stalling before the close. Now, there's a name for what they were doing. Psychologist Robert Cialdini spent 30 years studying influence. He called it persuasion, the art of making someone receptive to your message before they even hear it. He found that changing what happens before a request can swing the outcomes by as much as 60%. So here's what changed for me. I didn't get a better script, I didn't learn a fancy closing technique, I didn't become more charismatic. All I did was add an application form, but not just any form. A strategically designed sequence of questions that does 3 things before I ever get on a call. 1, it primes them psychologically. 2, it positions me as the expert. And 3, it shows that I'm selective. Now, before I did this, my close rate was around 20%, and pretty much every single call started with, "So, what do you do?" But after I implemented this, my close rate shot to over 60%. And that exact question of, "So, what exactly do you do?" well, it completely disappeared. This same method eventually landed me clients like Google and Amazon and Meta. Not because I became a better salesman, but because they showed up already sold. 4 numbers. And by the 3rd one, most people realize why their calls end up completely stalling. So let me give you each one now. But first, before I give you the 4 numbers, let me explain what we're doing here. I call it the ethical reframe. Think of it like a doctor's office. When you show up for a consultation, the doctor doesn't just burst through the door and immediately say, "Here's your diagnosis, that'll be $500. No, there's a process. There's waiting rooms with credentials on the wall. There's an intake form. There's a nurse who takes your vitals. By the time the doctor walks in, you've already started trusting their diagnosis. That's not manipulation, that's professionalism. That's what we're building here. Now, here's the wrong way. And I did this for probably 5 years. Someone books a call, I send a confirmation, looking forward to it. Maybe a reminder. Then I show up and try to build credibility from scratch. Try to figure out their problem in real time, just randomly punching buttons and hoping that the vault opens, kind of on accident. So we're not going to do that. So here's the first number on the keypad. On your application form, before they can book a call, you ask this exact question. What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now with your topic? Just to make things crystal clear here, your topic is your industry, your market, or the problem you solve. Write that down word for word. This question works because it allows them to explain the pain that they're going through in their own words. And then when you get on the call with them, you're going to use their exact language and say it back to them. For example, here's what to say on the call. "I saw in your application you said your biggest challenge is," then read their exact words back. "Tell me more about that." So now they feel understood before you've said anything original. Okay, second number. Ask this exactly. What have you already tried to fix this? This is a filter question. Serious people have tried things. Tire kickers haven't. And it reveals what hasn't worked, so now you know what not to pitch. Then, here's what to say on the call. "You mentioned you've already tried," then say their answer. "What do you think was missing from that approach?" Now they're telling you why their past attempts failed, and they're starting to mentally set you up and see you as a logical alternative. Here's what's happening in their brain. Each question that you ask is another number in the combination. They're not just giving you information, they're investing, and every answer deepens their ownership of the problem. This way, by the time that they show up, they've already sold themselves on needing a solution. What I really want you to understand though here is that by doing it this way, you're not creating urgency. You're simply revealing the urgency that was already there. That's the switch. Okay, third number. Now, this is where most people do tend to get uncomfortable, but it's also the most powerful number of all. So practice this ahead of time if you want, but make sure that you're able to present it as calmly and confidently as possible. So say this: if we don't end up working together, what's your plan B? This isn't a pressure question. This is a clarity question. Fun fact, most people don't have a plan B. And when they confront that in writing, something inside them shifts. Then, after that, here's what you say on the call. I noticed you said your plan B is, then say their answer. What would it mean for you if you had to go that route? Then, watch their face. That's the moment that they realize that working with you is the real path forward. If this feels uncomfortable to ask, that's a good sign. It means your prospects aren't used to being led. Okay, fourth number, the one that completes the combination. Ask this: describe your business 6 months from now if we nail this. This question flips them from problem mode to outcome mode, so they're now visualizing their future, but in their own words. Then, here's what to say on the call. You wrote that 6 months from now you want, then say their exact words. Let's talk about what's standing between where you are and that. Now, the whole conversation is oriented around their vision. Now, I'm gonna be upfront with you here. This won't work for everyone. If you're selling $100,000 enterprise contracts with 6 stakeholders in the buying committee, a simple application form isn't gonna cut it. This system is built for service providers closing $1,000 to $15,000 deals with one decision maker. That's where these 4 questions hit the hardest. But here's something you can do today, right now. Take these 4 questions and add them to your booking process. Google Forms works, doesn't matter, just don't let anyone book a call until they answer all 4. Then on your next call, open with their answers and just watch what happens. Some of them will actually thank you for the application. They'll say, those questions really made me think. This is powerful because you didn't push, you didn't pitch, and they're grateful that you made them go through the process. Now let me show you exactly how I set this up inside HighLevel, so every single booking goes through this sequence automatically. First, here's what most people's booking flow looks like. Someone clicks book, they pick a time, they enter their email, and they're done. 0 questions, 0 priming, 0 filtering, which means that you show up to a complete stranger who's wondering why they even booked this in the first place. So instead, let's use my combination method setup. Before anyone can even see my calendar, they hit this application. 4 questions, the exact ones that I just gave you. Only after they submit do they get access to the calendar. Now watch what happens in the automation. When they book, their answers get tagged to their contact record so I can see everything before the call. They also get a confirmation email immediately, a reminder email 24 hours before, and then a final reminder email and text message 1 hour before the call, which cuts no-shows and ensures that they show up for the call ready and excited. Before this system, I had around a 20% close rate, and calls always started with, so what do? But after, I'm talking over 60% close rate, and calls started with, I'm ready. What's the next step? Same offer, same price, same me, just a different combination. But let's do the math here. Before, a 20% close rate on 20 calls a month, that's 4 new clients. After, 60% on the same 20 calls, that's 12 new clients. We're talking triple, same amount of effort. Now, if you don't have HighLevel yet, you can absolutely do this manually. Google form with 4 questions, link in your calendar booking page, read their answers before every call. The psychology works exactly the same way. You're just doing it by hand instead of letting automation do it for you. Okay, 2 more techniques before we move on. Right before you make the offer, say this. At the beginning, you described what 6 months looks like if we absolutely nail this, then say their exact words. Based on everything we've talked about, do you feel like this is the path to get you there? Now, they either say yes, in which case you transition to next steps, or they hesitate, in which case you ask, what's the hesitation? Now, if they say, let me think about this, I want you to try this. Say, totally understand. Can I ask you something though? On your application, when I asked about your plan B, you wrote, then say their answer. Do you feel better about that path or this one? That's not pushy, that's just surfacing what they already told you. But 3 quick warnings before you run with this. Warning number 1, this is important. If you ask these application questions and then just completely ignore their answers on the call and just go ahead and give them some generic one-size-fits-all sales pitch, you've actually made things worse because you've shown them that you don't listen. Remember, 2 minutes of prep in order to review their answers before the call, that's all it takes. Warning number 2, some people will not fill out your application form, but that's a good thing. The application is a filter. Those people weren't gonna buy anyway. They were gonna waste 30 minutes of your life and then say, let me think about it. The application doesn't lose you clients, it loses you tire kickers. Warning number 3, this doesn't fix a broken offer. If your offer is confusing, if your pricing is off, if you can't actually help them, no combination is going to open that vault. Let me put this another way. A good offer plus the combination method gives you an unfair advantage, but a bad offer plus the combination method just gives you a slightly better presented bad offer. So fix your offer first, then add this system. Here's the thing that nobody wants to say out loud. If you're still showing up to sales calls hoping that they're gonna ask good questions and hoping that you can build rapport in the first 5 minutes and hoping that your pitch is good enough to convince them, then you're fighting a losing battle that's already been decided before you opened your mouth. The vault was locked before you even got there. The people closing 60, 70, 80% of their calls, they're not better closers, they're not smoother talkers. They just learned how to enter the combination before the call even starts. Challenge, effort, plan B, vision. 4 numbers, right order, and the vault opens itself. So the question isn't, how do I get better at closing? The question is, are you willing to do the work before the call that makes the close inevitable? Now, everything I just showed you, the application forms, the automations, the contact records that show you exactly what they said, I built it all inside HighLevel. So here's what I'll do for you. Click the link below and you'll get an extended trial to HighLevel, which is longer than what they currently offer on their site. But here's the real offer. When you start your trial through that link, here's what it unlocks. Done for you HighLevel snapshots, including that application form and automation that I just showed you, just one click and it's imported, ready to go. Plus a 90-day implementation roadmap, just follow the steps, no decisions required. There's word-for-word scripts that give you the exact language that I use on these calls, as well as private access to my insiders community, strategy and systems specifically for helping you get and serve more clients. Now, most people get the combination method dialed in within about a week. Some see results in their very next call. But here's the thing. Most people who watch videos like this feel inspired for about 20 minutes. They think, I should do this. Then they close the tab, check their email, get distracted, and then go back to showing up to calls completely cold, hearing, so what do you do? And hoping that their pitch is good enough. Basically just punching in random numbers and hoping to hit the combination. If that's you, no judgment. But if you're ready to truly learn and master the combination, click the link below this video, start your free trial, and let's build this together. Now, the combination method gets them ready to buy before you ever get on the call. But what happens when you're on the call and they still hesitate? When they say, I need to think about it, or can you send me some more info? Well, there's a psychological trigger called the red button effect that flips the entire dynamic, makes clients close themselves. No pushing, no convincing. I break down exactly how it works in the video that I've got linked up right here. So click or tap that now. I'll see you in there in just a second.